welcome to everyone on the live stream. We got Andy on the team bus with us, and we got Wagner's Wagon. We are rolling steady state here. I'm just barely rolling out of the pen. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Let's see. Trying to do everything once here. We got it all dialed in now. And okay. Anyways, good morning to you. We're gonna be here hanging out on the live stream. We're telling dad jokes. We'll be riding steady state on the wagon. Hope you come join us. Hope you come have some fun. And give me a couple minutes here to send some messages to our folks in the ride. We'll get things rolling. Ooh. I pulled the fence into 2 seconds today.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
People just end up licking the fence otherwise.
Right, you start out at 10 and you're the only person that's 10 seconds behind it. Everyone else is using it as the leader. I'll pull it back to 5, if that works. If it doesn't, 2 seconds. But just then, it turns out when you're asked who your favourite child is, you're expected to pick from one of your own.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And the most terrifying moment in life is when the toilet refuses to flush at someone else's house.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Especially when you can't find the plunger in their toilet, in their bathroom, and you have to go out and say,
Yeah. Pull your trousers up before you do that.
Right? Oh.
I said to the waitress, "What's a duck like?" He said, "Well, it's like a chicken, but it can swim."
Welcome. Mrs. Delport. Lawrence in the house.
Morning, Mr. Stelport.
Today, I learned the 2 wrongs definitely don't make a right. So tomorrow I'm going to try 3.
Okay. Yep. It's the definition of insanity, isn't it? Trying the same thing.
Right?
And expecting different results.
Good morning, Owen.
Good morning, Owen. We are good. Been doing a sweet spot workout this morning, Owen, but decided against the slow burn instead. Hopefully I won't be burned out for the PCT then.
I said, hey, we're live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Come join us. Somebody says, is that Discord? I said, well, nothing I said was Discord, but we're also on Discord. Come join us. It's the first thing people say about Discord. Well, I'll have to turn off my music. Ha! Only if you're incompetent like me and manage to pipe my music and my Discord into Discord. Oh, there you go, Owen.
That's a special skill, Owen.
I think it just blew Pete Jackson's mind. Tell him you can do music and Discord at the same time. What? What?
Hey, Justin, you call a snake that's exactly 3.14 feet long. No?
I mean, I have ideas of the wordplay here. I'm striking out for a combination.
Okay, well, it would be a python.
Oh! Dang it.
You know, Justin, I thought I was a good person, but the way that I react when people leave their shopping carts in the middle of the aisle in Walmart would suggest otherwise.
Full steam ahead. Plow into it. You know, and says he was halfway there. Just couldn't work out the rest of it. Python.
You know, if you go to the sea and an eel bites your knee, that's amore. Now, when a woman asks you to get her rid, it's like deciding whether to cut the blue, red, or green wire to defuse a bomb. Wow. Justin's either unable to multitask or didn't like that one.
Sorry, I got too many things going on. Pete Jackson said he couldn't join the Discord server.
Huh.
Let's see. Let me see if the link is old. Discord.teamodz.com. Oh no, it's definitely working. Launched from here. Why is Iowa the best state for dad jokes? It's the corniest. Ugh. So, husband and wife are having a conversation. The wife says, "So, what are your plans for today?" Husband says, "Well, me and a friend are going to buy some glasses." She says, "And after that?" Says, "And after that, we'll see."
Oh,
groaner.
Does anyone have an owner's manual for a teenager? Mine keeps whining.
I love dad jokes about vision, says Owen. The cornea, the better.
Didn't see that one coming.
Oh. Picture of a hearse driving down the road with the ride-on lawnmower strapped to the top of it. And the comment says, "Well, I guess it's better than pulling a wood chipper along."
Justin, why does Piglet smell?
So she can hide.
Because he plays with poo.
Should have seen that one coming. Home Depot releases a new Bluetooth cordless hose. You can find it in the aisle with the blinker fluid. Yeah, that's right. They're getting bad. Getting bad? They've been bad. Let's just be honest. Turns out my career plans were much more exciting when I was 5. Okay.
You know, sometimes I wonder what happened to the people who asked me for directions. I've been looking at getting a visa for Australia. They asked about criminal convictions. I said I didn't know I still needed one.
Get in trouble with this one. She says I keep pushing her buttons. If that were true, I would have found mute by now.
Got to be there somewhere. Or at least change the channel. You know, whenever my wife's upset, I let her colour in my tattoos. Just needs a shoulder to crayon.
Oh, hey yo.
You know, to err is human, but to blame someone else feels management potential. You know, I got kicked out of the secret cooking society.
Oh yeah?
They're spilling the beans.
At first I thought you said the secret cookie society. Cooking.
Yes,
Got
cooking.
it. True story. People won't believe you unless you start a story saying true story. I don't know. I don't think my wife believes anything I say unless I go tell her 5 times before I start. Okay, this isn't a joke, I swear. Like, I seriously had this really weird nightmare the other night, and I was trying to tell her about it. And she's like, waiting for the punchline. I'm like, there's no punchline. It's just a crappy nightmare. This isn't the build-up. The man who cried dad joke, I guess. Called my buddy's house the other day. Said, hey, Is Dan there? His wife, Wes. I hope the music is better than the jokes over at ODZ Live.
No.
Called my friend Dan's house. Said, hey, is Dan there? His wife answers, no, he's actually in jail. I said, oh great, what's his cell number? See what I did there? See what I did there?
You know when Justin's got guests because his wife starts laughing at his jokes?
No! Zynga! What do you call an obese psychic, Andy?
I don't know. What do you call an obese psychic?
A 4-chin teller.
Okay.
See, it's like a double chin. See, there's 4. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I get that.
Welcome, Paulo. Seja bem-vindo, Paulo Fernandes. You know, they say it's the thought that counts, Andy.
Huh?
That doesn't include showering. You actually have to do that. Yeah, you do. It's true. Good thing this isn't smell-o-vision. The bread store, bakery. They have fresh bread and bread in different bins. And the sign on it says, please use tongue. Do not touch bread with hands. Thank you. I mean, I don't see how it's any better, but whatever. Pete and Wes are talking about their music here. 90s playlist, Madonna, Ray of Light. There we go. You know, they didn't say copyright free soundtrack from the TeamODZ live stream. It's funny.
What's wrong with that, eh? I've even got it on now, even though I don't have to.
Yeah. I actually do like it a lot.
Okay.
I must be brainwashed by now. You're seeing a spider isn't the problem. The spider disappearing is the real problem. Welcome, welcome. Kawisi. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This joke leads to an actual real story. Being in quarantine with a talkative child is like having an insane parrot glued to your shoulder. So, when I was growing up, probably still now, I like to talk a lot. And my parents, you know, may or may not have enjoyed that fact. And I had a brother who was just as talkative. So they put us in the same room to give us a piece of our own medicine. And like 10 minutes after we were sharing a room, I come out barging into their room and say, "This kid won't stop talking." And I'm sure they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. That must be rough. That's terrible to hear." And I'm sure as soon as I walked out of the room, they high-fived each other and were like, "Eat it! Serves you right."
Well, I'm in London with 48 more people at the moment, and I've got 4 jerseys.
Attaboy. No sharing.
I'm doing a slow burn workout.
Crushing it, Andy. Crushing it. Ooh, there we go. Making it rain ride-ons.
I got my grandma a new walking frame made by NASA. She's starting to get the hang of it. One small step for Nan.
I see what you did there. So we were at an amusement park in a really long line. So I say, "Yeah, this is the ride that killed Jimmy."
Justin, is your stomach flat?
Obviously, no way. It's an 8-pack. It's clearly not flat.
Well, mine is. It's just the L that's silent.
For every new idiot-proof system devised, a new and improved idiot will arise to overcome it. Is the green bot Bowie? Is that right?
I think so. Yeah, Dan Diesel's yellow. Pegasus is blue. Amelia's red, so it must be.
Steele said, improved idiot. I like that better. I said, well, technically I said new and improved. You're old and improved, so I'm not sure it was you we were talking about. What's up, Matcha? Glad to have you on the live stream.
Sure.
Matt just says he has a crit race on the 28th of August based on the system win out. Is that like the last person every lap gets booted out or something? Missing out style criterium. People who say watching golf on TV is boring clearly have never listened to golf on radio. Oh, there's semifinals and finals. 10 laps, and first guy over the line each lap advances to the finals. Okay. So if you win the sprint, you don't have to contest the remaining sprints. Got it. Opposite, but yeah. Okay. Finals is the reverse. Last person is eliminated each lap. That's cool. It's interesting. Makes for a spectacular event to watch. A brutal race to be in. My name was David, and I have a boy. I would name him Harley. Then I would introduce him as Hi. Oh, then he could introduce himself as Hi, I'm Harley Davidson. Yeah, you film that race matchup with front and rear camera? Ooh. Yeah. 10 laps of 1.4 kilometers each. That's a short one. You know, some people lack the ability to laugh at themselves. That's where I come in. Take care of that for them. Exactly, Matcha. Just advance in the first lap. Be the shortest race of your life. 1.4 kilometers long, done.
Yo sabía que era para mí, man. Tenía algo especial. Cada vez que la veo, me gusta su meneo. Y me gusta cuando bromeo, cuando me baila y me hace perreo. Porque ella sabe que yo tengo toda su atención. Y no puedo negar lo que siento por ella y lo digo en esta canción. Porque me vuelve loco, ella me vuelve loco. Cuando yo la veo me ciega y me atrapa poquito a poco. Ella me vuelve loco, ella me vuelve loco. Cada día que la veo me tira para arriba y patina el coco. Cómo baila, cómo se mueve, cómo me mira, loco me tiene, que nadie frene lo que yo siento y ahora soy su presa el momento.
What's up, Fernando? Welcome to the stream.
Fernando.
So it turns out that drying out your fireworks in the oven is not a good idea. Just trust me on that, Andy.
All right. Take your word for that.
What's up, Gunner? Hey! Altaris McCants. I'm not gonna repeat that one. So, if I were a rapper, my name would be Gershwin. And I distribute my music exclusively on compact discs with blue cover art. Because then, wait for it, because then they'd be Gershwin's rap CDs in blue. That's right. You can unfollow now.
I mean, the stream.
Oh, Owen, I got into a fist fight with the pirate the other day. He had a mean right hook. So, yesterday the electricity bill came in the mail. After opening it, I am no longer scared of the dark. That joke was electric. Oh,
It was shocking.
yes. Shocker.
I think you need to stay current, Justin.
Oh. You know, I'm just not very sure about replacing these light bulbs in the ceiling. Feels like I'm gonna screw it up.
See, that doesn't have the same meaning in the UK because they're bayonet fitting.
Can't see the end. I've lost control. I have no home, and I don't think there's any escape. I think it's time I bought a new keyboard. Like that one on. That one's going in the game.
Try shifting it a little bit, Owen.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks for the ride on. If that joke wasn't that good that he deserved the ride on, Owen.
it was a write off. Oh, Terrace, I'd wait until there's no return. Hey, yo. Well, the truth is, Owen lost his job at the keyboard factory. Yeah, it turns out he wasn't putting in enough shifts.
Yeah, I put some space between you and it, Owen.
Can you help me fix my keyboard? I think my space bar is broken. Oh, Owen, I'm not sure we can help you. Some things are just beyond help. So, Andy, I think I figured it out. All women want from you is everything and nothing at different moments, but all at the same time, sometimes and never, but always. Is that your understanding?
And that you're wrong even when you're right.
You're certainly never right when you're wrong, I know that much.
Hey Paddy, thanks for the ride on. 2 minutes left.
See, the fact that you still think you're right sometimes, that's the problem. Ooh, right? I mean, wrong. Wife and I went to dinner last night, and the waiter says, "I'm glad you enjoyed your dinner. How did you find your steak?" I said, "Super easy. It was right next to the potatoes." Hey, what's up, Keem Hayishama? Keem Hayishama? Sama? Definitely butchered that one. What's up? Thanks for joining the live stream. Thanks for saying hi. So, I was watching a Microsoft live stream of the release party for a version of Visual Studio Code. And the host at the very end says, and now I will say verbatim whatever comes next out of the chat. See, he's lucky because there was enough chat comments flying that people had no idea he was going to read it verbatim before they sent the message. Something tells me Owen heard that and is going to put me in a precarious spot. So there you go. I might read the next message in chat verbatim. Maybe.
No, be careful there. We know Owen's history.
You're right.
It's auto mod. And I'm a moderator, so I can allow it.
You know, Cyclops turns to his wife and says, "How do you spell Hawaii?" To which his wife replies, "Well, you need two eyes." Cyclops puts down his pen. "My life is just a joke to you, isn't it, Linda?"
So, Owen, the answer to your question is yes. You're always wrong, even when you're right. Looks like what I said.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that one. A bunch of superheroes and a lawyer are sitting around the table. Superheroes all looking at the lawyer, who says, "Well, I was bitten by a radioactive lawyer and ended up with the power of attorney." But don't you just hate when people answer their own questions? I know I do. There you go. I read out the next message verbatim. So we keep getting boxes of celery dropped on our front porch. We just don't know who's doing it. I think I'm being stalked.
Justin, you salad.
Whoa! Woo. Start to sweat a little. Hey, hey, hey. Looks like Chris is in game.
So right on, Don.
Thank you, Don. Wong! Welcome, welcome.
Chris.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing?
Uh,
That good, eh?
okay.
So good, huh? Hey,
Yeah.
no Docker question this morning. So here
Sweet.
you go. It's like a day off.
Sweet.
But VS Code questions, no, just kidding.
Should be done with your month-long project about now, right?
Nope.
Nope.
It's just starting to rear its head, hitting a critical point. by the end of working yesterday, I've already put in 43 hours this week.
That's crazy, man.
Trust me, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't get paid overtime. Not worth it. What's up, Altaris? Can you multi-stream as a Twitch partner? I thought there was some exclusivity attached. I don't know the answer to that, Altaris. We just send video to each other through Discord. It's not necessarily multi-stream as far as, oh, you're talking about on Twitch and other platforms. Well, we're not a, we're just we're not a partner. I think we're just a affiliate, whatever. What's the level below partner? You need to get to partner, you have to actually have more than, you have to have like 75 constant viewers or more, or something like that. We just have 75 streamers a day, not 75 viewers. There's 75 streams every day. This is clear why we're not partner. It's too much quality content.
Alright, Justin, I'm done. I'm gonna head out.
Hey,
Just keep me company.
change the view here. Thanks for joining in the fun, Andy.
Yeah.
Good
For those
times,
watching
keep
the
rolling.
stream, for those watching the stream, I'm going to be back in about 6 hours' time with the Latte Class T time trial.
That's for live stream number 46 of the day.
Yep, that's the one. I catch you
Always some good
on
racing.
stream after.
Midday Thursday. Well, I should say midday US.
Yeah,
Evening European.
that'd be the
Middle of
one.
the night Australia.
Alright, catch you later. Be on the stream after my shower.
Alrighty, see you, Andy. So what's new this week for you, Chris?
I've got not much.
Got nothing? Or you didn't?
Yeah, yesterday was hectic, but nice hike in the morning.
Cool.
Came back to close on a mortgage refinance.
Nice. How low did you go?
3-1-ish.
3-1, okay.
We were off of 4-6 previously.
Ouch. That's a big difference.
Yep. And consolidated all of our loans because we had to buy this house. We had to take out a HELOC
Oh,
to cover the remainder. So now it's all in one. which
You had a
is-
HELOC on a different property?
No, same property.
You had a HELOC, you bought a property in order to buy the
Conventional-
property. Doesn't make much
Conventional
sense.
and a HELOC at the same time. I don't know how it works, but it worked. Got me here. I'd be stuck in Indiana if it wasn't for that.
Because they wouldn't approve you on just the first?
We couldn't get jumbo for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I
okay.
forget the details.
Sure. Yeah, there's a difference between Sally Mae and Freddie Mac.
So, yeah, all nice and consolidated, lower rate, giving us some money.
Right? Yeah, I consolidated, or I refied just before the pandemic hit. I got down to 275,
Nice.
but and then less than 6 months after, I was already getting automated spam about how I could lower my rate.
Nope.
Are you kidding me? And they could, but just not enough to make it worth it.
Yeah, only by a tiny bit, if anything. I'm
I
sure.
said, they even called me. And I said, well, unless we're talking under 2%, I'm pretty sure this is not beneficial. Because spoiler, my objective is to make you make the least amount of money. So I think you're wasting your time, but run the numbers. Let me know.
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out you want to talk to people who want to take cash out of the refi, to increase the debt load. I see.
Yeah, right.
I
Our
was,
objectives are different.
say what?
The objectives are different between the company and the lender, and the lendee.
For sure. And the people doing the paperwork just want to do paperwork. They just get paid to do paperwork. They don't care what the terms are.
Yep. Crazy, because, and I won't name names, but they were doing employment verification yesterday, day of
Uh-huh.
close,
Yes, for sure. No, that's
which
common.
it's like they called us like your contact for verification has a voicemail. I'm like, well, they do other stuff during the day. They
Yeah.
don't just sit waiting for your
Waiting
phone
for
call.
bank to call. You right?
I had to ping them on Slack, say, hey, can you get back that as soon as you can? Because
Could you like tell them I still work here, please?
crazy.
I had a buddy who was in the middle of closing on a house, lost his job, couldn't get another job fast enough. He did get one, but it was like, oh boy. Not the timing he would have picked.
Nope.
See, I was reading some, I do much. I'm a big personal finance nerd, and one of the personal finance apps I use sends like a weekly newsletter thing, and they have this little trivia question. Here, I'll see if I can find it. See if you know the answer to it. It's kind of interesting. Hey. Last quarter, the U.S. household debt increased by the largest nominal jump since 2007. What was the driving force behind the surge? 1, credit cards. 2, car loans. 3, mortgages. 4, student loans. Morning, Denning.
I don't actually know that. It's like none of those would happen.
Eric,
People did
you
start purchasing.
want to take a gander? Take a crack at the answer? I don't think his microphone's on yet. So, the driving force behind the surge in household debt? Mortgages. Because the housing market's going insane. So, total mortgage debt increased like crazy, which I'm sure banks are very happy about.
Big numbers.
I wonder if your stats would have affected that, or if they consider HELOC to be mortgage, or if that's, I mean, it's basically mortgage, just riskier.
Check.
Hey, what's up? I heard check. It was cutting
There
in
we
and out.
go. Fixed. Does that work?
Yes, it does.
Morning,
Hey,
boys. There we go.
Oh, yeah. It's not morning until we get a
restart.
morning, boys.
Restart all the things. It's funny you get talking about that because I'm closing on a refi on Monday.
Ha ha!
We started with that because I just closed yesterday.
That's what kicked it off. Rate going down?
Yeah, and combining, I had yanked out a
Sure.
second mortgage, a big one that we stuck into the business, and
Got it.
so it's not going down much off the main one, but off of that one was riskier and had a higher one, so
Sure,
we can combine the whole thing and put it at 275 now. It's way
Nice.
better.
Right?
Now that I've got a real pay again, I can verify employment.
Hitting little bits. Wait, is this a dad joke stream or a discussion about Fannie making it easier to get a home loan? Well, Fannie's making it
Yeah.
easier to include rent payment history as part of the approval process, which means people with limited credit histories have better access to loans. Don't get me started on credit score. Too late. You already got me started on credit score. Would you rather have perfect credit score and no savings, or $2 million and zero credit score?
Depends if you
Okay,
want a
I'll use
loan or
credit.
not. Yeah.
What would you say, Chris?
Same thing Eric did.
Yeah.
I mean, you want somewhere in the middle if you actually want a loan.
I want to have $2 million because then I wouldn't need a loan.
You definitely want assets.
And you're your own bank.
True.
I don't need a credit score that says how often I date the bank and fund their activities. Option 2, please.
It depends what you're trying to do, though, because if you're in small business at all, your credit score gets hit for all sorts of crap. Yeah, that isn't even related to personal. Yeah. Even the SBA will hit your credit score for a non-personal guaranteed business loan. They'll even hit that.
Well, anything for loans, yeah.
It gets hit for all sorts of crap.
So, Getting Little Bit says, 23 years in the banking industry, I'll take option 2, please. FICO is becoming unreliable. We are taking consumer versus SB. Talking consumer versus small business, yes. For sure. I mean, also, if I had to choose a business that had enough cash such that it didn't need loans, then yeah, obviously, I'll take a zero debt, no credit score business. I bet you Kitten Little Bits will know in an instant which podcast I listen to a lot. And no, it's not Dad Jokes on Demand. That's number 2.
Yeah, he's got that running in one ear, Discord in the other ear, during
Right?
all Zwifting.
Bloomberg? No, close. Dave Ramsey. Exactly. It was the second
I'm too
question,
old
Ramsey.
because Dave Ramsey didn't used to be a podcast. This was AM radio. It's the only place you got your Dave Ramsey.
Right?
I'm getting old or something.
He publishes, I think he publishes almost as much content as TeamODZ does. 3 hours worth of podcast every day. They say they're some statistic around one of the top 5 podcasts in the world. I'm like, because everyone's podcast player is set to auto download, and you release 3 a freaking day. Of course, your download stats are through the roof. No. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people listen. I like them a lot. In fact, my brother called me the other day and says, "Okay, Justin Ramsey, I got some questions." Maybe I talked too much about Dave Ramsey? He has a new book coming out? Well, I think they publish like 3 to 4 books a year among all of his personalities. He's not schizophrenic. Talking about the other people in his network. So you joining this train, Eric? You just getting warmed up?
Oh yeah, just getting dressed.
I don't always chat with my friends on Discord, but when I do, I'm naked and putting shaving cream on myself.
Bingo. Debating this sling. Arm's feeling better and better.
Getting a little bit says, speaking of money, give my 3-year-old an old keyboard I had from work. And the other day I walk in, he's playing with it. I ask him what he's doing. He answers, making some money.
Get some money. Nice.
Not sure if it's a good thing or not. Yeah, depends. Was he part of the cryptocurrency heist? Or was he trying to buy GPUs to set up his mining rigs? Gotta spend money to make money, yo! He may have been. He's got schemes, that's for sure. My oldest kids are, let's see, like 9 and 11. And they're already well versed at shopping on Amazon for how to buy things with the money they've saved. I mean, I like the fact that they're, you know, finding the best bang for the buck option, learning how to spend their money wisely. But there you go. And we wonder why Amazon's rolling in it. I'm not sure my kids know that you can buy things from anywhere except Amazon. Like, it's all I buy from. I guess they know the grocery store is different.
It's sad because I don't think my kids know what cash looks like.
Right?
I don't think they've ever seen us handle it.
We've got a Target within walking distance.
Oh, nice.
So they know cash. They love it. They know how much each candy item at Target costs.
It's awesome. Well, it's good they're getting a connection to real world pricing. Whether or not the money they earn is a realistic rate is another question, but at least there's some connection between work and getting money. Little bits.
Yep.
Going into lurk mode. Work calling too. Halfway there. 90 minutes to go. Wonder what happened to Eric. Dropped out of Discord.
Well, you know. You don't want to hear him changing.
Dropped his chamois cream in the shower.
Oh.
You heard about that movie coming? A movie? It's called Constipation. Turns out it's not out yet.
First thought.
Good little group. We have some workout people, it looks like.
All right, I'm back.
Hey,
And what Batman and Greg were up to down there?
Thursday Throwdown, of course.
They're up to hurting is what they're doing. Yep.
Yeah, right.
Not much talking.
This guy with this is mentioning he only has enough water for 30 more minutes. I was like, hey, I got a spare here, grab it. Apparently he only brought one bottle. Amateur.
Crazy.
So how'd you feel after Monday, Eric?
Oh, not bad, actually. I mean, I was worked, but
It was work. It wasn't like a demotivated. It was like a deep burn.
yep. Felt it on the stairs.
Felt it every time I got out of my chair.
Yep.
Congratulations, you're finally free to be the same as you used to be, or change what you usually think. Either way, it's been a hell of a week, I'm sure. You could keep holding on to the dream you've been holding for oh so long, or surrender to the way of the world and it spins too fast and your feet kind of hurt, but keep walking.
One bottle down.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
Probably do 2 in the next hour and a half.
Keep walking. If I had $1 for every time that I needed the dollar, I wouldn't be writing songs. I'd invest those dollars in subprime loans and eventually CDOs. I need a lot of dollars, so I might get close.
Cheating. I already took my sling off during warm-up.
Shouldn't feel so nice, but if that's all you want, then kiss your interest and hug your stocks. Just do what you have to do to be alive, and if that includes.
Don't you guys think it'd be interesting if in the Olympics every competition just included an average person for comparison?
Cost money, but it's nice sunsets. The fresh wind in your face. Sunsets. The fresh wind in your face.
That was like a great idea.
Sunsets.
That will make some good TV.
It was way off.
I have to believe that as a species, we're capable of making an automatic hand dryer that's quieter than an airplane. Those Dyson ones are pretty efficient, though. They just shoot like a
Those
line
Dyson
across.
blades are kind of crazy though, because if they're not cleaned, they
Uh-huh.
get gross inside, and then it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a game of stick your hand through this blade. Do not touch it very carefully.
Right? Well, that is true. I also have to wonder why powdered milk is called instant milk. I mean, pouring out of a jug is way more instant than mixing up some stupid powder.
Look at my fancy helmet. Put
Whoa!
it on.
I bet you're gonna wear that guy's hat from the map.
Oh. Had to win Swift Racing League to get this helmet.
So I think we figured out yesterday how to hack the Zwift Classics.
Okay.
So the way it works is you go to the WTRL website. They
Yeah.
look at your stuff, and they give you a link to the event to join. AutoCAD, yeah. Well, the link they give you isn't unique to you. It's global.
Seriously?
Well, they don't have a way to do that. And Zwift doesn't have a way for that.
So you're saying someone else can send you their link and you can jump in the wrong cat?
Exactly. Exactly what I'm suggesting. Hasn't been tried yet, but
It'll work.
it's a theory that I bet will work.
If there's not a unique identifier.
If it's not unique, then for sure. I think everybody's assumed that it's unique.
Assuming they know what they're doing. Bad assumption. Always.
I mean, because there's been secret events for a while where people pass around a URL to get in.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really think about it because that's how the whole last season, that's how the races worked in the team was they'd pass us a link.
Yep.
And we'd pass it among our team, but I guess we kind of assumed it was like a team unique link.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't.
You're right. Unless they have an API that can restrict what people enter which events. And they hit that API before they give you the link.
Pretty sure I can't get into a women's race though.
Well, yeah, there's that. Well, the link for the women's race is the same because they just have 2 pens in the same category. So men's and women's links are identical.
Gotcha. Coming next week, everybody in C0.
Right? No, C4.
C4, sorry. There's like 4 minutes to sleep in.
What's up, Fabrice?
I've moved from C3 to C2 to C1 without even racing 1 week. Right. I log in each time just to see what I would be in. Now I'm up to C1.
Nice work, Eric. Well,
yeah.
Boyko won C1 and then got downgraded to C2.
C2.
That makes perfect sense.
Never mind the numbers, folks. The numbers don't mean anything. They're only for our own purposes. Sure. I'm sure you do it random.
Waco got messed up yesterday.
Saw that picture.
Straight to the ER. He was trying to attack a short Strava segment.
Instead, the segment attacked him.
Yeah, he was just whipping up the speed. He had like crazy momentum, and he just dropped into full sprint mode and paint split.
Lost control.
He doesn't know if it came off over the outside or down or what, but man, when you're in full sprint and that happens, there is no comeback from that. Actually, that's exactly how Terry Patton crashed at the end of that crit of his.
Interesting.
He was solo ahead of the pack too with a gap, and he stood up to sprint and slipped the chain and hit the deck so hard, knocked him out.
I was gonna say that's what happens when you wear your chain out on Zwift, but I'm pretty sure Terry puts a new chain on every ride, so that's
yeah. Well, I know a lot of people it's happened to. Actually, it's scary to trust your bike again after that.
Yeah. It's scary to trust cars
Actually, yeah.
after getting hit by a truck.
Oh, you got that. Flinch every time you see a box truck now.
Oh my gosh. It's the worst when cars start pulling out of the intersections or driveways on the side of the road. And I'm like,
Oh,
please
yeah.
stop. Please stop.
And they're just inching out, looking at you.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That same thing actually happened to Don Larson once too. He blames the he was using one of those ovalized absolute black chain rings. He blames the chain ring. Switched back to circular after that. But he hit the deck so hard he broke like 7 ribs.
Oof.
So, Justin, you will be happy to know
Yeah?
that my new power meter, power to max on this bike, is not affected by the infamous Swift and plus repeat bug.
Tested?
Tested.
Chris, you know what we're talking about?
Nope.
Elaborate, Eric. Or you, I can if you want
Oh,
to.
jeez. 2 hours? This is the biggest rabbit hole that exists in Zwift. That a lot of
Early
people
on in
don't know
Zwift
about.
racing days, people would have these amazing performances. And you'd look, and they like were really, really surgy and let off. Surgy, let off. Like over and over and over and over and over again. And when we start digging down into it, there's a case amongst most power meters and Zwift and some head units where if you stop instantly at a high power, Zwift will hold on to that last high power number for like 2 to 4 seconds before it goes to 0. Even though you're
Right,
not pedaling.
Yep.
Yeah, so the event-based versus time-based discussion.
Yeah, basically
Exactly.
it just holds on to the last
Exactly.
known value.
Yeah.
And I'll interject. He started with early on in Zwift racing. Still happening.
Yeah, well, that's when we first noticed it. Was early on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it took me almost, gosh, I bet you it was 6 or 8 months of scratching my head of data that I ended up throwing out of my master archive to figure out what the crap was going on with my power anyway. Because I'd ride like that because Zwift was basically training me to do it, but I also ride like that in crits and stuff anyway. It was just worse in Zwift. And I'd get this bonus and set these new FTPs and stuff, and then I'd try to do workouts based on those FTPs, and nothing worked. Like, what is going on here? I'd dual record with my head unit, and it would match exactly because the old Garmin's have the same
Had
bug.
the same bug.
Oh,
Yeah. You have to have a 520 or higher, where the Garmin basically queues up 30 seconds and checks for it before it's saved.
Right.
So it took a long time to figure out what the heck was going on. And it still happens. You still see it in races. And I'm sure the majority of people have no idea that they're even exploiting it.
Oh, yeah. And DC Rainmaker has claimed straight up Zwift bug that should be easy for Zwift to solve, but they haven't.
5 years later, since we told them, I've had a ticket that's gone all the way to the top and basically just keep closing it and ignoring it.
They said, but this won't get us new subscribers because people won't get new FTPs from training on Zwift. Ignore.
introducing new feature, auto FTP. You set the number.
Right?
Take your pick.
Tell you whatever you want. Here, we can bring in Torque Pro and you can go beat them. Give us money.
The interesting thing is the Power to Max I'm impressed with. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It seems accurate. It jives with my fork. Numbers all aligned.
Spider-based.
I trust it. Yes, spider-based. So I'm liking everything about it. The interesting thing is they've got a nice little app for your phone you can pull up, and it is so easy to screw with stuff. It just makes you trust Zwift even less. There's a slider. You open it up, pair to your power meter. There's a slider box, plus or minus 15%. You just slide it wherever you want. Yeah, I need a little juice today. 10%. So it really explains why the newest rules for the top racing are now requiring smart trainers with claimed under 2% accuracy.
And only certain smart trainers.
That's what I mean. It has to be a smart trainer that they claim is under 2% accuracy.
Well, I'm saying, and that Zwift is validated, doesn't have some type of backdoor control.
Yeah.
But everything
True.
has a backdoor control.
Right?
Because you can still intercept the signal.
Yes.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, it's not secure.
You could write something. You can intercept the signal. You've seen the little Raspberry Pi thing.
Just
built
because they
some
have
type of
rules
repeater.
doesn't mean they can enforce them.
Yeah. But that's their fix for now. Because for the normal person that doesn't try too hard, that's the most difficult thing.
No, the real fix is ship a trainer to every pro in the pro peloton that you can't sprint on for the virtual Tour de France.
Well, that's another topic because the Neos, all the Neos claim the most accurate trainer ever, but you can't calibrate it, you can't do a spin down, you can't do anything. Just trust us.
You can't even sprint on it.
And you can't sprint on it over 1100 watts. Just trust us, it's perfect. So now I've tried my cork, some Garmin pedals, and now the Power to Max against the Neo 2T of mine.
Uh-huh.
And all three of the others are 3% higher than the Neo.
Just trust it, boy.
All the other ones jive exactly. Huh. Something up here.
It's because you're sweating too much in your trainer, Eric. Have you tried rebooting your router yet?
You contact Tax Neo, and it's within acceptable spec because there's expected drivetrain loss between those other power measuring devices.
Sure.
Like 3% though? That's
Yeah,
a bit.
That's a lot. Yeah, I took mine back.
Yeah.
Shields had the unquestioned return policy. Satisfaction completely guaranteed. Well, I'm not satisfied. Here you go. Especially when I dropped.
Did you ever do any
1300
full
on.
measurements? Yeah. Did you ever do like a full analysis how yours compared to your power meter?
No, I just wanted the stupid thing to let me ride on it.
I know.
Didn't even get to carrying out the power meter. I just kept using the same pedals.
Yeah. They did just release a new firmware, so I don't know if you ever got it on yours. You sprint hard enough. Not only does the slip thing start, 1200 watts, but every once in a while, during those 1100 watt sprints, the thing would go to like 100% brake.
Yes,
and
you can't
stop.
spin. Yes, that
You
happened to
can't
me
do
once.
anything.
I sprinted
Yep,
on the
they
Happy
just
100K. It locked
Yeah.
up.
It like
Full.
locked up like just solid, like a block. I mean, just it almost
No
throws you off the
sitting.
bike. It locks.
Yeah.
It locks so fast.
Hey,
Yep,
it's,
happened to me a few times.
it's the best trainer, yo.
Well, they just
You should
released
get
a new
one, Chris.
firmware
They're really
to
good.
supposedly fix that lockup on hard sprints.
Take out a
Not
HELOC
that I
so you
can
can
try.
buy a Neo 2T. Totally worth it.
But now I'm back on the Neo 2T though. I had taken it off because I was going to sell it, but I don't have the through axle adapters for the old kicker, so I can't put the new bike on it. Now I'm back on the Neo.
Well, I've been riding the H3 for a while.
Oh,
No
Swift
problems.
is listening to us. Good.
Hey, Zwift!
Yeah, heard good things about the H3. Have you done big sprints on it?
I think so. Haven't had any problems. I've sprinted
Nice.
the end of the Happy 100K plenty of times. We were just talking about your solid trainer recommendations, Zwift. So funny you should join.
We were talking about the perpetual Ant Plus sticky bug, whatever you want to call it.
Which, and I bet you have no idea what that is.
Well, we already explained it once, sorry.
Watch the tapes. Go back on the recording. I was at the store. Cashier says, strip down facing me. By the time I realized I meant my debit card, it was too late. Hey yo!
Yeah.
Right on. Right on.
So I was gonna sign up for one of those Viking river cruises, but then I learned you don't actually get to loot all the towns and monasteries along the way. Such a ripoff. There we go, final hour. That's right, Zwift Insider's awake. Eric Schlongi, giving ride-ons. Schlonga, Mr. Snake.
Maybe he was reviewing that bug on Zwift Insider because Eric wrote a whole article.
Right?
When was it? About a year ago. 4 years actually after everybody found it. But.
What's up, Dal? Welcome to the stream. Just like the article about needing to modify your firewall for Zwift. Oh wait, it was only that guy's custom home rolled firewall that needed to be modified.
No, just like the article about the Buffalo bike that we all used to race on in secret that he revealed. So Zwift fixed it.
Fixed. By fixed, we mean made it
Fixed.
slower.
Made it slow. Made it slow again.
Oh, we know the guy. We know who you're talking about.
Yep. He used to claim to be ODZ, I would say even.
All right, Zwift. Here's a trivia question for you. If you don't know the answer, you're not an OG Zwifter. What was the style of website that Eric Schlongi was most famous for before Zwift Insider?
Where's the Jeopardy music?
Do 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 do. No, you cannot phone a friend, Zwift. You could probably Google it and you won't find the answer. Do you know the answer, Eric?
I don't remember.
I believe it was actually a social network for banjo players. Most popular banjo social network / forum.
I seem to remember talking about this.
Still got more.
I think this was actually like a Wagon discussion one day when he was on the ride with us.
Yeah.
Probably while earning a horse blanket.
Ah! Horse blanket. Chris, you know what the horse blanket is?
I'm afraid to answer that.
It's the Jungle Loop jersey.
Okay.
It looks like a dirty horse blanket. That's right, Zwift. We think the jersey on the jungle circuit looks like a dirty horse blanket. In fact,
Well, don't change it now. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
right. Now it just matches the gravel theme. I was at my parents' old house up near Seattle, driving down the boonies, drove by a horse barn, and there was a horse wearing a dirty blanket in the exact same color scheme.
The exact jersey, huh?
Yes. Do you remember I posted a side-by-side of it in the group? I have to find it. Wonder if I can dig that up. All right, Facebook, let's see if your search works.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
You're right. Boom! It worked.
Oh, that was fast.
Okay. Let's get this. There you go. Jersey, horse. Jersey, horse. Do you see the resemblance?
Needs more design work on the horse jersey. Pretty close.
Somebody at Facebook should get a bonus. Oh, Eric's had his video on this whole time. Whoops. He looks like he's not actually broken.
I put a jersey on for the first time in 4 weeks.
Swift was a picture of a horse on a carousel. Nice. So, Mr. Zwift, what's new in your world? I'm not asking if you're going to release a new world. It's a real conversational thing about you personally. Is this pre-recorded or is his arm fixed? Asks Beer Bear.
I started with the sling on. I'm cheating. I still got the sock under here for the sling to go around. I'll put it back on. It is not fixed.
Good progress though.
4 weeks from surgery tomorrow.
Zwift says, pretty busy with Zwift Academy right now. Have some great things coming from Zwift in the next year. Oh man, are they coming soon?
Coming soon.
Oh boy, that sounds like something Eric Min promised on a podcast 4 years ago. That's amazing. I hope it comes out soon.
Oh, rowing?
Rowing. We've all been just dying for rowing. No, we don't actually want to give other people in our event ride-ons. We want rowing.
Good thing we're not in an event, so I can give you a ride on. There we go.
Because this, obviously, you ride in a group to be social so that you can't give ride-ons to those around you, which is antisocial. It's just obvious. It's such foresight into that one. We already have runners that run faster than I ride. I want to see people who row under my bridge. Come here to get my daily dose of sarcasm. It's great. See, that's funny because he's being sarcastic.
He's being sarcastic about that.
Uh-huh.
Next thing he's gonna say, he loves you. He loves you, Justin.
I love you. I love you so much that I will. Do you have any more bugs you'd like me to submit a support ticket for you on?
Told ya. See?
I bet one morning fills you up enough for a month, says Beer Bear. Well,
That's why you don't see him join very often.
we know that one trouble ticket is enough to have Zwift spend a month on it. But oh, we love you, Zwift.
You know, I'd actually submit valuable trouble tickets if there was like a advanced trouble ticket hotline where you had to be level 50, you had to have the Tron bike, and your account had to be 5 years old.
Secret handshake to get in.
Yeah. I don't want to go through the brain damage for the things that I discover at this point.
Person who answers speaks regionally acceptable English. I had a coworker who asked me if I knew what Zwift was because he was considering taking a job there. I heavily suggested otherwise, not because he's my coworker. He, from my understanding, he did not take my advice.
He was a coworker at L3, and he's moving to Swift.
Yep. Believe it or not, the
Wow.
Unity 3D developer. Yes, L3
Wow.
hires those. And if you know any skilled ones, I'll take 3.
I just picture L3 being able to crush any offer from Zwift, especially because, at least from what I know, he's going to have to move to LA as well.
Well, that's where it's blurry. I don't think he's actually moved.
Unless they're changing their opinion on that. I know it's been like that for years with other people that have got hired there.
See, I don't know.
COVID kind of changes everything, though.
Yep.
Seems to be a battle among all the top businesses. I was just reading a big article at Apple. It's like big trouble at Apple, actually. They may lose a whole bunch of people if they keep their stance
On remote work. Yeah.
Yep.
Zwift. Money face. Emoji. Oh, jeez. I mean, I have to imagine it would have had to have been like his job wasn't that bad. But I will say, what's up, Andy Lawton? Some people get turned off by having to keep a time card at a defense contractor.
Oh, yeah. So specific
But
to
honestly,
the minute on which project you're working on.
I mean, there's apps. All I have to do is click a button and then
Yeah.
submit the app report at the end of the day.
I've seen like this, it's like a 10 or 12 sided dice, and you just roll it to
Oh.
what project you're on your desk, and it auto logs.
So I have an app. I just type in Jira tickets into it, and I just choose which one I'm working on at the moment. Logs my time to Jira. Jira has the associated charge number for the timekeeping system, and it goes right into it.
Yeah.
But see, there's a plus side to using that system, keeping track of your time. Because when you log more than 40, guess what happens? It rains dollars, and they pay you more.
Weird.
It's like a slot machine. You just figure out how to win, and you just keep going.
You need to program that when you're not on one of the many clocks. So that as soon as you hit 40, ching, 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 you get the casino noise coming out of your computer.
It's a joke that some people will work 80 hours in a week, take 40 hours of vacation the next week, work 80 hours in a week, take 40 of vacation the next week, and it's like you got a 50% raise and still only worked half the weeks out of the year.
Working half the time.
Ooh, Beer Bear, 50-hour weeks for 5 years before I cut back. Ooh, I can guarantee you this. If a 50-hour week didn't come with a 25% pay raise, I wouldn't do it.
Well, talk to any small business owner and
Yeah.
don't ask them to calculate their hours, their
Right?
actual hourly pay rate, because
It's not good. Yeah.
the best deal right now.
Totally. Oh, nice. He got time and a half for anything over 41. Nice.
Nice.
They don't increase the multiplier. They just say, hey, look, we'll pay you for the hours, but also we're guaranteeing that when you have less than 40 hours of work, you still get paid for 40. So suck it up. Oh, for hours over 40. So what they used to do was, when you first, they used to say, hey, if you worked between 40 and 44 in a week, it didn't count as overtime. But as soon as you worked 44.1, they paid you for the full 44.1. It was like, you have to commit to doing overtime. So you can guarantee people are like, 40 on the nose, I'm out.
Minimum rules become the new maximums.
Right?
Yep. You know what's interesting is there are some industries that have exemptions from the federal overtime laws, and movie theaters are one of them.
Interesting.
We're not required to at all, unlike every other business.
I'm sure the government also controls whether or not they pay us overtime. Because it turns out the government's actually paying us. So they kind of
The government
make
is
the
actually
rules.
paying. Well, there's federal overtime rules where it's required to pay it, basically. California is the only state I know that has their own overtime rules that supersede the federal rules.
Interesting.
So we do have to do it in California at our theater there, but no other theaters nationwide. So does it help or hurt my argument with my doctor? Next week when I talk to him and ask him if I can ride outside for TeamODZ, to tell him that I've been wearing my sling religiously, as you said, even on the trainer. Or I can ride the trainer fine and it doesn't hurt.
Well, I mean, obviously. He's going to punish you and say, because you didn't wear your sling, you cannot ride outside. Like they care. They'll be like, well, okay. At least they'll get money from you when you still have a broken clavicle in 10 years. Whatever. See? I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Look, Doc, no sling.
Look, I'm fine. Ouch! Don't do that. I asked the PA when I was there last time, what is going to make this thing heal as fast as possible? Make sure you take your calcium and vitamin D. So I've been taking pretty much like 1,000% of the recommended dose daily.
He's just been eating bones. He heard they were full of calcium.
Just crunching them up.
In side news, he had to get dentures.
I didn't ask her for the side effects. What other kidney failure or what else I would get from overdoing their recommendations.
So, why did the blind man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well. What's up, Rebeck? I saw the eye roll, Eric. I saw the eye roll.
Yeah.
How you doing this morning, Rebeck? Hope you're having a good day. You know, I've been starting a side gig as an author, and I just finished writing a book on penguins. But now that I think about it, it would have been a lot easier on paper.
Knew that one was going to be bad.
But scientists have grown human vocal cords in a petri dish. The results speak for themselves. Doing Zwift on a fixed gear can't go over 35 kilometers an hour. Would you recommend changing settings on Zwift or buying a road bike? Road bike. The settings won't. You need to be able to have a wider range.
It depends. What trainers are you using? He could kind of like side control the trainer.
If you can control the resistance on your trainer on the side, then you have a power meter. You could. It's a tax.
Okay, so to do that via like a side app on your phone, and you could just go for a flat resistance. Kind of miss the point of the smart trainer, but you're sort of like shifting gears at that point.
It's a smart one. Yeah. That's definitely nerd level 6, what we're suggesting there. And you may run
The
into
option is to,
things that don't
to
work.
start a workout, even if you've made the workout to just be plain free spin. As soon as you start a workout, you get trainer control, where you hit up or down arrow, and it'd be like you were shifting gears.
Yeah. You could put it in erg mode, but that's not really what you want for free riding.
Yeah.
Erg will just keep your watts at one steady power number, no matter what. That's not what you want.
That's not really what probably.
You want to be able to stay with a group in a pack, let off and draft, or push hard, go in the front. Hey! 100 messages in the chat. That deserves a towel whip. That's right. I use this to kill spiders too. Watch out for the spider legs coming at you.
Rollers are the answer. You definitely need a road bike with that.
Rollers and a fixie, and you adjust the resistance of the rollers on the fly. Now we're nerd level 10.
How do you add or adjust resistance to your rollers, Andy? Because my Creatler's max out at about
Put more bricks in your
300
backpack.
watts normal. Unless you've added, like, on the Creatlers, unless you've added the extra headwind thing or something else, there's not enough resistance.
Oh, sure, you shift gears. So how do you ride your fixie on your rollers, Andy? How do you do that?
Oh, your rear drum's resistance. Oh, does it have like a liquid resistance or something? Yeah. That'd fix it. Yep.
You know,
Most rollers are not.
I spent a week building a time machine. That's 7 days of my life that I'm going to get back. I knew you'd like that one, Rick. Rebecca. What's up, Owen? Long time no chat.
Hey, Owen.
Sawing a hole in the bottom of a table to steal someone's cake is way harder than it looks on cartoons. FYI. Friend told me. Beer Bear heard KFC was going to come out with a console that would bake chicken while they gamed. Keep it warm. And yes, I actually saw it. Maybe we should make a trainer that bakes chicken with the watts.
That's awesome. Reminds me of back in the day when we'd go out snowmobiling and we'd bring like something good in tinfoil, burrito or something, and we just strap it under the engine, strap it to the muffler, and you'd get up in the middle of nowhere a couple hours later, hot, steamy burrito. Hi, babe.
It's like the well-known trick. You want warm fig bars while riding on the trainer? I just stick them in the oven back here, wait about an hour or so, and voila.
Nice and chewy. Go back there with your gummy bears.
Mine would be soggy. Get that waterproof baking container.
Hey, one arm is it's improving. Technically against doctor's orders today. I started with the sling, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm kind of weighting the right arm more still. Careful to not support it with just the left as I use the mouse or get a drink, but improving. I don't feel any pain at all while riding.
Under a half hour, Eric, you got this. Heart rate's even manageable today.
It's not the crazy happy ride. So happy. I go see the doc end of next week. Oh, and we'll see another x-ray, see if the bone's actually healing up. Sure feels like it's starting to solidify, so we'll see if he releases me to do more.
Follow! Thank you, Mr. Reback. There's a towel whip. Not a snap.
Nice.
A towel whip. And a toast.
Reback,
Ninja,
you need more than a
8888.
microphone.
About to get the
Secret is.
floss dance next. I don't have the rocking trainer. It's hard to floss.
Oh boy. Boy. Justin and I would both recommend the Yeti. That's mine.
For sure.
But
Yes, microphone.
the secret to the plane engine is the RTX voice
Bingo.
program we're running on the side. Prune out all the racket because it is loud in here too. I've got two huge fans running. It's loud.
Yeah, my microphone is right here, just barely out of the frame of the camera. But a Blue Yeti. Super
There you
easy
go.
to adjust.
Owen as well. Yeah.
Feed it into RTX voice for easy, fantastic sound.
Although Discord now has that crisp built in, so depending on if you're broadcasting or if you're just talking to people,
Might work.
crisp works pretty well built into Discord now. Same idea as the RTX voice.
Did you see that? So it's called, if you have a GTX 2000 series or greater, it's called NVIDIA Broadcast. Reback. If you have an earlier card than that, you have to use just the voice component. NVIDIA Broadcast does other things like background video removal, etc. I can turn off RTX voice.
I can turn mine off too.
Hey,
We'll try it one at a time.
okay, here we go. RTX voice turned off. Turning off, turning off. I think it's thinking, and
here.
RTX voice is off.
Yeah, it's not much worse. Let's see.
Well, I think you might be getting better sound on Discord than I'm sending to the
Yeah,
live stream.
that's what I was about to say. Is my Discord is set with some gates as well, so even if I turn off RTX voice, you might not get the full deal.
RTX voice turned back on now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Looks like
Yeah.
your broadcast is yep, that's exactly what it does. I'll try mine. I don't think it'll show though because Discord gates will be on. Okay,
Oh.
there's my
Yeah, I can
there's
tell.
my It's a pretty big difference.
I could tell immediately.
Yeah. Okay, going back on.
iOS 15
Much.
apparently is going to
Much
have
better.
that built into FaceTime.
Whoa. Fancy.
Or they have a mode that's like, they're either like super sensitive audio, normal, or RTX voice. So you could have it be like, it picks up everything for like a baby monitor.
Oh yeah.
There you go, Owen. Are we back? Yeah, we all played with all sorts of tricks to make our audio good.
Oh yeah.
And then RTX Voice came out and just ruled them all.
Crushed everything. Yeah, before RTX Voice, they had all sorts of stuff going on. I had these specific tone filters. I was trying to filter out like thicker wine and stuff. Nothing beats RTX Voice.
Eric had a master's degree in audio engineering. He had to get it just for live streaming. He had to go back to school.
Yep. Self-taught.
RTX Voice also can do it on your outgoing sound. So like if you feed Zoom into outgoing RTX Voice and then that into your speakers, it'll make people's terrible microphones on Zoom sound a lot better to you.
Yep. You can filter the other way. So even if there's loud people in Discord right here, I've got mine set actually. I just click the button. I've already got it routed through the right output, so I can filter both the ins and the outs if I want.
%. That's why I bought a RTX graphics card for my work from home computer. I said,
Perfect.
I want NVIDIA broadcast. I'm not actually going to game, but I want those features.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'd probably have a wired headset with a boom next to my mic, to my mouth. But I use the wireless Bose headphones, and then I just use the microphone built in my webcam, so I can walk around as I please all the time. Don't have to worry about being tied down to the desktop with the microphone.
I'm surprised the Bose can't do a mic. They've got external mics to be able to do their active noise cancellation.
Yeah, but
They can't tap in one of those?
so the second you turn on two-way driver on Windows for those Bose, the audio
Battery
sounds
life.
like garbage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I think it's a Windows driver limitation.
Yeah, I believe it.
So I actually have a one-way audio transmitting USB device that just broadcasts the Bluetooth, and the Bose receives it, and they get better range with it. But I know that I can't feed my
Interesting.
microphone back
Can't
through
go
it.
back through that. Yeah.
It's low latency, which is good.
Yeah.
but 99.999% of the time, I'm just listening to music with noise cancellation. And crappy music with noise cancellation makes you want to scratch your eyeballs out. You hear
Definitely
everything.
notice it. Yep.
Oh yeah, Rebec's got a portable setup in the middle of the living room. Yeah, mine's not portable. I have 3 monitors mounted to the wall. Here, let's see if I can check this out. Let's blow your mind here a little bit. Let's see here. So there's the setup. 3 monitors. Camera mounted between those 2, and there's my microphone. PC back there, and my network hub right there, baby, on battery backup.
Nice.
Baby's pulling his beard. I'm barking at her, and she just giggles like a goober. Nice. Okay. Apple TV connected as input to the PC that is streaming. Got it. So you feed your Apple TV into a streaming PC. It's one way to do it. We knew early on when we were setting up our streaming setups, we needed a microphone solution that wasn't tied to you, was really high quality, allowed you to move around freely on the bike. And the Yeti on some sort of a stand nearby you seemed to be the best solution.
Yeah.
And then we use these Trex headphones, bone conduction, because they're really sweat proof, and everything just feeds right into our ears, and you don't get feedback.
Yep. I actually put earplugs in when I ride so that I can hear better because it's so loud in here.
My daughter's room is right above here. Several times she said, "Dad, you're so loud in the morning."
Yeah.
Owen put his mic on the chair in front of his front wheel. Changing gears was louder than him speaking. Ha! Yep. There's a reason mine is about mouth level, a little higher.
Got mine on like kind of like those articulating lamps.
Oh yeah.
I've got mine on a mount that's just mounted to my desk. It comes over. More of those. The Yeti actually has a couple switches on it too, where you can tell it to pick up sound only in one direction, or in full 360,
right,
or both, and you can kind of aim it a little bit towards your mouth to try to eliminate picking up some of that racket too.
Yep.
It's like a toggle switch on the back. You can sort of direct the mics.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, you can certainly use a standard microphone input, an audio capture card. There's just enough variables there though that you got to really understand tweaking it sometimes to get the sound to sound good. And we felt like the Yeti did a pretty good job of making that really easy. But you're right, you can certainly do it with lesser expensive microphones. This might need a little bit more tweaking, depending on things. Because basically the Yeti has the capture electronics built into it, and so it's tuned for its own microphone. And you don't have to tune your capture card to whatever microphone you bring in. That's probably not even like fundamentally sound. And Andy's probably like, Wags is such an idiot. But he's just letting me talk. 12 minutes. Just over 11, actually. How you feeling, Chris?
Just as I started, still meh.
Man,
Just a little more hungry.
just still yawning.
Yeah.
Andy, you can use
What the repeater hubs are for that give you more power, Andy.
So I have a long USB to a USB 3 powered hub
Yep.
that's here at my desk, and then the Yeti daisies off of that. It's probably
Gig I've got going. I've got mine plugged into the same deal.
20
Actually,
feet
my
of,
Ant dongle's plugged into that one too. It's closer.
mine's probably getting close to 20 feet of USB if you count beginning to end, because computer's back there and then the cable goes across the ground, and I wanted it hidden and tucked away so it doesn't take the fastest route. Comes up the leg of the desk, comes to the repeater.
Square up all those corners adds a lot of distance.
Yep. Exactly. But it makes for a clean floor. And of course, it's running right alongside the power extension cord for all the power plugged in on this desk right here, which I'm sure is great for signal quality.
Just like you're not supposed to with network lines and everything else, right?
Exactly.
Short distance. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was good. 25-foot XLR. Yep.
He's going full on audio
Yeah,
mixer over there.
Right? The next thing you can have like the light board to control like a bunch of lights up above. Gonna go full on production on us. I forget what protocol is. Is it like those lights that like theaters use, and there's a big controller with a bunch of different channels and stuff? Something MX?
A lot of that. Yeah. I know
TMX?
exactly what you're talking about because my Christmas lights were almost to that level at one time before I had kids and needed my time back. DMX.
Andy, you haven't seen my Christmas lights. Oh boy.
Yeah, it sounds like he is right down that
Rabbit hole. It's a nice setup, Reback. With
I had
a
to buy all new Christmas lights from the days that I did it.
with a gaming
Four
console in the
LEDs.
background. You know who would be right at home with that? That's got Chris Haskell written all over it. Did you see the photo, Eric?
Let me click it. Nice, and the Christmas lights to boot.
Right. And he made his own DMX over Ethernet controllers, of course. I had a buddy who was about to, and we were eyeing some pre-made ones for installation at one of our church buildings.
Yep. I've got a bunch of that stuff that's older tech I don't use anymore. Yeah, let's see, I had 5 16-channel devices that could each do 20 amps.
Ooh.
I'd have to pull my air conditioning circuit in the winter, and I'd tap into that. So when everything was on, I'd draw it's like 87 amps. And when the light show was on, and it was in full blink mode with all those big C9s, all the lights in our house would pulse.
We mentioned to Owen the arcade cabinet. He didn't. Rubik didn't say much about it. Oh, he bought it before he moved in with his girlfriend. So
You didn't need pre-approval back then.
speaking over Ethernet, my parents just bought a house, and we've been upgrading stuff before they move in, namely home network, front doorbell, that kind of stuff. And we started looking at the doorbell. It was a completely wireless setup, and but somebody at one point had installed the power there for a normal doorbell, but the person who put in the wireless one pulled the wire taut, snipped it right at the wall, and then put their wireless mount over it. So we had to cut a hole in the sheetrock on the inside, find where it was stapled to the stud, pull some slack out. And they actually ran Cat 5 there, but we'll probably end up doing just a transformer powered ring and not a PoE one. The PoE ring is more expensive and actually has slightly less features than the top of the line one that's not PoE. So, and my dad's main office with a main access point is like 15 feet away from the doorbell.
Yeah.
Said, okay, Wi-Fi is going to be good.
Twist a couple of those pairs together and get some more copper.
Exactly.
If you weren't worried about your voltage drop, and
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Good to go.
Yeah, we were considering running PoE, right? And putting in a 1 gang box on the outside for the PoE version.
Yeah. A lot of work.
It is. And it was like, well, you pay more for the device that's slightly less capable and more installation costs. Just do the, I mean, it makes sense. Ring makes the most money off of existing homes upgrading than new installs. So their whole product line is hyper tailored and focused to that segment.
Yep.
Oh, I went to a temporary tattoo shop yesterday and got one. It wouldn't wash off this morning, so I went back to the shop to complain, but it wasn't there. Oh, oh, and I love it. Okay, we are just about done here. Let's go find somebody on Twitch to raid. Got just about 2 minutes left. There are no other Zwifters. Is Nutty on? Nutty is not on. Okay. If you guys know of somebody we should raid, tell us now. Have to hold the torch? Ha!
Someone has to carry on.
Okay, folks. Just over a minute here. Thanks everyone for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. We're on here almost every day. There'll be more live streams coming up later today with the WTR team time trials. I got food in my mouth. Probably can't understand me. So, if you want to get notified, hit that like and subscribe button. Come back and harass us. We love hanging out with you. And don't be a stranger and come ride with us on Zwift. So, with that, we're going to sign off and send you the outro scene. Have a good day, guys. Rebeck, I ride 6 days a week on this stream. Pretty sure we have multiple streams every day. It's not
Almost
just me.
every day, somebody's on here. Yep.
Yep. All righty. Have a good one.
Later.